everyone. Happy New Year. I am back and hopefully maybe a little better. It's 2021, y'all. So, let's kind of brush off 2020 and see if we can get 2021 started with a little bit of hopefulness and a little joy. So, guys, most of y'all know that, of course, I was sick last month with the virus. So that's why I was completely just non-existent on my page. I think I picked it up Thanksgiving weekend when I had my craft show. I either picked it up at the show or I picked it up at Buc-ee's while we were going back and forth. If you've ever been in a Buc-ee's, it's like a gas station convenience store on steroids times 1,000. It is huge. They're all huge, and it's packed in there. People are just, anytime you walk into a convenience store and they have grocery carts, there's a lot going on. Hey Lonnie, hey Nona. Yes, guys, I am much, much better. I was down for a little while, yeah. So like I said, I picked up the virus, and thankfully I had a pretty mild case. I still have a lingering cough, so I have a cough drop in my mouth. But for the most part, I think I did okay. So, I think it was inevitable. Both me and my husband both still work. So, we work in a huge building where, at any given time there's about 2,000 people in there. So, I think it was inevitable one of us was going to pick it up and bring it home. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Charlotte. Hey, Maritza. Hey, Jackie from Scotland. Yes, I am doing better, guys. So today we are going to make the one and only Valentine wreath. This one's going on my daughter's door. I don't really do a whole lot of Valentine's Day because a lot of people don't decorate for it. They kind of skip over Valentine and St. Patrick. They go from Christmas to Easter or spring. So this one is for my daughter. It's going to go on her door. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we are going to make a wreath with the border stripe mesh. Okay, it's going to be the red and white and the black and white border stripe. Okay, so let me show you guys the sign. So this one right here, of course, if you've been to Hobby Lobby, you know that they have these signs there. So I picked up this one for her with a little bit of the leopard print in there. And they also had these. They were individual. They had little sticks on them. And I just broke the sticks off and then I glued them together. So they kind of resemble each other a little bit. Okay. So of course we have the bigger one and then we have the smaller one. Okay. I also have some of these that were from last year. I don't know if they have them this year. I'm not sure. When I went, I bought the sign in Corpus. I haven't been to my Hobby Lobby here in Victoria, so I just went in, I picked up the sign, I picked up a couple other things, and I ran out last week. So I'm not sure if they have these or not, okay? All right, so for the ribbon tails, guys, I found this ribbon. I have no idea where I bought it, when I bought it. It's got to be old because I had something written on it. And I hadn't written on my ribbon since I first started doing wreaths. And that's been over 2 years ago, so I have no idea where this came from. But, oh, thank you, Jackie, for the share, guys. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Dolores. So, I don't know where this came from, guys. It's a burlap, but it has the leopard print on it. I have no idea where it came from. Okay, so I have these cut at 22 inches. We're going to do kind of like the little cheater bow with these around the bottom only. Okay, and then the other 5 ties, we're going to put these 2 in there. Now, I haven't cut any ribbon tails for the top yet because we're going to put our signs on first. And then I have some what is this stuff called? I have some tubing, and we're going to use this tubing and some other ribbon. I'm not sure, we're not going to do ribbon tails per se on the top, because that sign is pretty large, and then we're going to have the bow, and then we're going to have the smaller sign. So we might just throw some ribbon in there in between all of those signs and everything, okay? So that's why I didn't cut any ribbon tails for the top. These are all for the ribbon tails that I do have cut. They're only for the bottom, okay? All right, so let's pan down. Let's get started. Hey, Georgie, Happy New Year. Oh, none of yours has them. Okay, well, they might have them out this year. Like I said, guys, I haven't really looked to see if they had those hearts. Hopefully, I can keep the coughing to a minimum with the cough drop in there. If I do start coughing, I apologize in advance. Whenever I get a cough, guys, I usually keep it for at least 2 months. It is just a little itchy, scratchy thing in the back of my throat, and it drives me insane. If you've been following me for a hot minute, you know this happens to me a couple of times a year, and I just cannot kick the cough. No matter what I do, it just kind of lingers. So hopefully with these cough drops, I can keep it to a minimum. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Kimberly. Call me crazy, but I turned my tree into Valentine. Oh, that's so awesome, Bonnie. That is so awesome. Hey, Bonnie. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, so let's pan down, guys, and let's get started on this wreath. All right, let me pull my table back a little bit. Okay, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so we can get started on this wreath. Okay. So we are going to use the black and white border stripe, guys. We're going to do the Woodland ruffle, okay? Hey, Gabe. Hey, Carla. All right. So I cut this mesh at 30 inches. That's usually my go-to for the Woodland ruffle, guys. Okay. We're just going to roll each end up 5 or 6 times. Doesn't really matter how much you do it. It's totally up to you when you do that part. So how's everyone been? Happy New Year, everyone. Hey, Amelia. Hey, Sylvia. Guys, I feel like I have been on a roller coaster ride these past 3 months. It has just been insane. I mean, every time I tried to get back into a rhythm of going live and, staying active on my page, something happened. It was just crazy. It was just like the wind kept getting knocked out of me every few weeks. And I just, no matter what I did, I just couldn't, God, it was horrible. But like I said, I think I had a very mild case of the virus. I was extremely tired and fatigued for like 4 or 5 days. I didn't really have a fever too much. I think I had a fever for a couple of hours one day. I didn't really have a cough that much. I didn't start getting a cough until after I was better and tested negative. That's when my cough came along. And like I said, it's just a little itchy, scratchy thing in the back of my throat. And but I did lose my taste and my smell, so that was why I went and got tested. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have even gotten tested, because I was just tired, and I didn't consider myself to be really sick. But when I say I was tired, guys, I mean just taking a shower and washing my hair took everything I had. I was extremely weak, and I just kind of laid around for 4 or 5 days. I didn't really do a whole lot, and then I just started gradually feeling better every day, and I think I went back to work on the 20th. Just a few days. I only worked a few days, and then we shut down for the holidays. And then I was off for a few days for the holidays, and then I went back to work, and today's been my first day off since the 28th. And then I have to work next week too, so. Oh, you got tested today? Well, my daughter came down I think it was last week, and she started feeling bad over the weekend, but she said she was going to go get tested on her days off. She still has her taste and her smell, so she just said that she was just feeling kind of weird for a couple of days. Tired, feels like fatigue. Yes, I lost taste smell. Really? You tested well, it might have been too soon. Oh yeah, Jackie, you can pick these up at Amazon. Hey Wanda, Happy New Year. Hey Lorraine. Hey Missy. So yeah, thankfully, you know, I had a pretty mild case of it. It wasn't too bad. My husband never got sick. We slept in the same bed the whole time that I was down, but he flushes out his nose with saline solution twice a day, and the doctors told him that was probably why he never got sick, because the virus never had a chance to attach to his nasal lining. With that saline solution, you know, it dries out your nasal membranes. It flushes everything out. So the doctors told him that's more than likely why he never got sick. So he's still doing it. He does it every morning and every night before he goes to bed. He just flushes. He's got real bad sinuses, so he does it during the winter time anyway. But the doctor said that's probably why he never got sick. So just a little FYI for any of y'all who might want to start doing that. And of course, we take, you know, vitamin C with zinc every morning, so that helps too. And we're both outside people. It is beautiful down here in Texas today, guys. It's 70 degrees. The sun is shining. So, you know, that vitamin D helps also, being out in the sun. Yeah, go check it out. Jackie, Amazon. I think you can buy a 6-pack for like $8. A friend of mine who's in my private group, she sent me these. She said she got hers at Dollar General, but I hadn't been able to find any down here in Texas at any of my Dollar General, so I ended up buying extra ones off of Amazon. So did anybody party hard for New Year's? Or did everybody just go to bed early? I had to work New Year's Eve, so I was at work. So no partying for me. All right, so we got the bottom ones done. We're going to jump up to the top, and we are going to get the top ones done. For those of y'all, oh, I got a little something right there. For those of y'all who are new to my page, my name is Trish. I am the owner, designer, and creator of Wreath Designs by Trish. Let me cut this off right here. I don't know what that is. All right. Hey, Nancy. Lori, you are not going to believe this. You are not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. Down here in Texas, one of the big grocery store chains is H-E-B. H-E-B is only in Texas, And we have an H-E-B Plus in Victoria, which is the closest, biggest town to me, and they have like a little boutique in there, and I got it there at a grocery store. So they have like little boutique-y clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where my shirt came from. It came from a grocery store. I saw it on one of the mannequins, and I was like, oh my God, that is adorable. So I picked it up. It's a grocery store shirt. Oh my God, Jessica. You sound like me. Well, I work shift work. I go back and forth from days to nights. But I tell you what, guys, on my days off, I don't stay up late. I go to bed. And, you know, there's times when I work nights when I'm up for like 24, 30 hours at a time. And I have no problem staying awake as long as I stay busy. But, yeah, when I'm off and I'm at home, if I'm not in the middle of, like, getting ready for a show or something like that, shoot, I'm in bed by 9:30. 9:30 is late for me. Okay, Lori. Oh, you're in the valley. Well, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, it was, they have a little boutique in the store. And, of course, you know, they have other clothes and stuff like that. But, yeah, I want to say it was like $15. It wasn't very expensive or anything like that. They had some really cute shirts. So, you know, they sell mostly, as far as pants, they sell the, what do they call those things? Leggings. I'm not very big into leggings. They're just not my personal preference. But they do have some cute shirts. What length is the Deco mesh? I cut it at 30 inches, Jackie. Yes, 30 inches. That's usually my go-to for the Woodland ruffle. I used to cut it at 34, but 30 and 34 doesn't really make that much of a difference, and you're saving quite a few inches when you cut it at 30. As opposed to 34. So, you know, some people cut it at 28, some people cut it at 32, some people cut it at 34. Some people even cut it at 36. So, it all depends on you. To me, it all really pretty much looks the same. And I do a tighter curl than a lot of people. So I still have a lot of room left over for a pretty good size ruffle. And some people like to make a bigger curl. Hey Diane, yes, Happy New Year everyone. Happy New Year. Hopefully, you know, we can brush off all of the ugliness of 2020 and, you know, hopefully 2021 will be better for everyone. So I know a lot of people have a lot of people I know personally have already gotten the first dose of their vaccine, and for the most part I haven't heard anything bad. You know, of course, it's just like with the flu shot. They you know, their arm hurts a little bit for a couple of days. If you've ever gotten the flu shot, especially if it's your first time getting the flu shot, you know, your arm is usually sore from the shot itself. But that's pretty much been the only complaint that people have had, you know, that I know anyway. You know, you're always going to have people who, no matter what, they're going to have some kind of reaction, you know, to medication. You know, maybe they don't know that they're allergic to the ingredients or whatever. But, I mean, since I've already had, you know, the virus, I'll be on the low end of the totem pole unless, you know, our job comes to the point where they require us to have it, then, you know, otherwise I probably won't get mine until late summer, since I've already built up a little bit of immunity. Got my vaccine 2028. My arm was super sore the next day. That's all. Wow, okay. I've never seen anyone do the Woodland at 20 inches. But yeah, I would think that would be way too thin. But then, you know, to each their own. That's all I say. Okay, guys, this is our last one. Okay. So we are done with our mesh part. Look how pretty. Now, you see, you guys, this is why this method is my favorite, because you just have all those beautiful curls in there, and it just looks so pretty when it's done correctly. Look how pretty that is. Okay, perfect for Valentine's Day. All right, so for those of y'all who hopped on after I showed you, I only cut ribbon tails for the bottom, well, the bottom outside for now, okay? So I cut this burlap leopard print at 22 inches. We're going to do kind of like a cheater bow with these, okay? So these are cut at 22 inches. Don't ask me where I got this ribbon because it's very old. I have no idea. I just found it in my stash. It's got to be over 2 years old. I have no idea where it came from. And then these, I cut 5 of these, and then on the other 5, we're going to put these. Okay, and the reason that we're doing this is because these are going to be our 2 signs. Okay, so I picked this one up at Hobby Lobby, and then these came from Hobby Lobby also, but they were individual, and I just glued them together. Okay, so we have 2 almost exactly the same kind of signs. Okay, all right. Right? Who doesn't love a big, thick wreath? Hey, Tamala. The Woodland ruffle is my favorite. It is, guys. I love this method. Okay, so let's go ahead and put, I'm going to put this right here. I'll end up knocking it off the table. Okay, so I cut these at 22 inches. Okay, so we're going to fold them in half. All right, and then we're going to measure about, I don't know, 4.5 inches. Okay, we're going to pinch it. Then we're going to take the back side and we're going to flip it around. Okay, so it looks like this. Right? And then that's how we're going to put it on our wreath. So just pick a tie, doesn't matter where you start. And we're going to alternate back and forth with this and the other 2 ribbons. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Super cute. Okay, and then on the other 5 ties, we're going to do our red and black buffalo check to match our sign. So we have the leopard print and we have the red and black buffalo check just like on our sign. So we're going to do a lot of coordinating on here. I don't usually use 1.5 inch ribbon in my ties anymore, but I thought for this design it would look cute. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and go all the way around the bottom with these. Okay. This is a super thick burlap. I mean, it's just a burlap that has the cheetah print on it. And I have no idea where it came from. It's old though, I know that. When I first started making wreaths, I used to, whenever I would buy my ribbon, I would take a pen or a marker and I would write on the side of the spool how much it was and how much it cost per yard. And I would do that on all of my spools whenever I would get it. And it had that information written on it, and I haven't done that in a very, very long time. So that's why I know that it's pretty old. Hey, Blanca. Yes, I am back, guys. Hopefully I can, you know, hopefully I can get some kind of rhythm going with my lives again. Like I was saying at the very beginning, these past 3 months have been just crazy. It's just been one thing after another, and every time I try to get some kind of rhythm going with my lives and stuff, it just something happened. It was just nuts. It was insane. So hopefully with the new year, things will start getting a little bit better for me, and I can continue doing my thing. I don't have any shows scheduled. This is not from Michael's. It had a little barcode SKU number like Craft Outlet. It's not a Michael's brand. It doesn't have any. It doesn't. You know how Michael's usually has like writing and stuff on the spool. This one did not. So it's not from. They might have something very similar to it at Michael's, but this particular one was not from Michael's. Hey, Corinne or Karen. Hey, did you go to market already? Or was that going to be next week you were going to market? I couldn't remember. I wanted to pick your brain. I'm going to have to call you next week. I'm working days next week. I am coming to town on Friday. So I need to. Are you going to be open on Friday? Are you going to be at the shop on Friday? Let me put it that way. Because I need to stop by and I need to talk to you about something. So let me know if you're going to be open on Friday, Karen. Hey, Courtney. I know, guys. Man, I tell you what, December was a bad month for me, guys. I ended up catching the virus, and you know, I had zero, guys, Christmas spirit. I didn't even put up a tree. We just dragged a tree that we had on our back porch. A pine tree. We just dragged it into the house. I threw some lights on it and a couple of Christmas balls, and I called it a day. That was my tree this year. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to decorate or anything. So I had a pretty bad December, guys. All right, I don't know if I told you guys. I don't think I did. But the ribbon tails, the buffalo check, I cut those at 13. Leaving this week for market. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, you'll be back on Friday. Okay, well then I'm going to stop by on Friday. Okay. So the buffalo check ribbon was cut at 13, guys. And then the leopard print ribbon was cut at 22. I'm not sure if I told you guys. I can't remember if I told you guys or not. Okay. All right. So for the top, we're just going to wait. Okay. We're going to wait on the ribbon tails for the top because we're going to add our signs on here. So this is a huge sign. I mean, look how big this sign is. Okay. And we're going to put it in the middle. So, I mean, that right there takes up a whole lot of room. All right. We also have this little one right here that I think we're going to put kind of towards the bottom. Okay. We have these that we're going to add in here, and I think we're going to put some Deco tubing underneath them, and we're going to add those in. So guys, I'm not even sure if we're going to have room for a bow. We might have room for some small bows, maybe one down here. But let's get these signs on first, okay? So, like I said, guys, they came from Hobby Lobby. So, the bigger one was all one piece. The smaller one, this one right here, they were individual. So, they had little metal sticks, and I just took them out. You can see the little hole right here. I just took them out, and then I just glued them on top of each other. All right, let me get a cough drop. All right. So let's get these on here before we do anything else. Okay, all right, that looks good. All right, so let's get these on here. And then after we get these signs on here, then we'll start adding some ribbon and stuff like that onto in a few places here and there around the signs. That's why I didn't want to cut any ribbon tails for the top, because I just wasn't sure how much room these signs were going to take up. Hey, Valerie! Oh, you have it too, Missy? Yeah, I ran into Hobby Lobby when I went to Corpus last week, actually looking for grapevines. So I saw this and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick that up. It's a super cute sign, so I went ahead and picked it up. This is going to be the one and only Valentine's Day wreath that I do. I don't usually do a whole lot of Valentine's Day. People just don't seem to decorate that much for Valentine's Day. So that's why I don't really do a whole lot of Valentine. They kind of like skip over Valentine and St. Patrick and go straight from Christmas to Easter or spring. Most people do anyway. All right, so there we go. We got our big sign on there, okay? We're going to add the little one down here on the bottom. So it's almost a duplicate of the original one. I think we'll have enough room to put a bow down here. We're going to make a smaller one, put it down here. And then we're going to add this Deco tubing and those other little hearts on there, okay? So let's get these right here. This is just almost a duplicate of the big one. I saw those and I was like, oh, that's super cute. I'm going to go ahead and add that on there. Like I said, guys, these were individual. I just glued them together, okay? So if you're looking for these, they do not come together. They come individually. I just popped the little stems off of them and then I glued them together. Okay, so if you go into Hobby Lobby, just, and they have other ones besides these. They have other designs, but I thought these would be perfect for this. All right. I'm going about this all the wrong way. I'm like, got my arms all extended and everything. I would think it would be a little bit easier. All right, so we got both of our signs on here, okay? So let's push this wreath out of the way, and we're going to make us a little bow to put over here in the corner, okay? All right, so we have, let's see, what do we have here? We have the 2 buffalo checks. We have this one. It was in my stash. We have this one. It's got, it's a sheer and it has glitter on the edge. Of course, we have the leopard print. And then we have this one. So let's see what kind of bow we can make. I think we're going to put this white on the background. Hey, Tina! Where did I get, oh, the needle. So guys, these needles right here, they are a embroidery needle. I think that's what they're called. You can pick these up at Walmart, and they're right next to the knitting needles. You can also pick them up at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. They're plastic. They have a really good size eyelet in there. I got mine at Walmart. They're a 2-pack for like $1.65, and they are amazing. You can use them on your grapevines also. So if you've never, if you haven't picked one up yet, guys, pick it up. It'll save your life. It is very, very much worth it. It'll keep you from pulling your hair out when you're trying to put your signs on. All right, guys. So we're gonna make something small. We don't have a lot of room to use, okay? So I think we're just going to make like, we're only going to go 4.5. Let's go 4.5 with our loops in about 6 or 7 inches with our tails, all right? We don't have a whole lot of room down there, so, you know, we can't make anything huge. So we're going to keep it a little bit on the petite side. And just because it's small doesn't mean it's not going to be fabulous. Fabulous things come in small packages. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with the black and white buffalo check. I think that's a leftover piece. Going to have to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. Yeah, you don't realize when you look at things individually, you don't realize how good they'll look together until you know, someone gives you a little hint or a little idea. So I went a couple of weeks ago when I went to go drop my grandson back off in Corpus. You know, I went over there to the Hobby Lobby, and of course, you know, I had to go see if they had anything left for Christmas, because the Hobby Lobby over here in Victoria is just, it was ransacked. They didn't have nothing, and when I say nothing, I mean nothing left over. But it was the same way in Corpus. They didn't have anything either. You know, I think they started putting all of their stuff on sale back in September. So, you know, the likelihood of having anything left over after, you know, almost 4 months was going to be very, very slim. I was disappointed. There was a couple of things that I really wanted to get on sale for next year that I got last year, which, you know, one of them was the evergreen bases. I bought about 50 evergreen bases last year in the after Christmas sale, and they didn't have nothing. So I was pretty disappointed about that. But, you know, like I said, when you have everything on sale for almost 4 months, you know, it's going to go quick. So, oh well. We're all going to have to pay full price for everything next year. Nobody's going to have any leftovers. Unless you bought a lot during the holiday season and you just didn't use it. So, there might be a few of y'all out there like that. All right, let's do the red and white buffalo check, and then we'll top it off with that sheer. So we're just doing also, oh, the needles. Oh, I didn't know that Amazon had them on there. I never really looked on Amazon. I didn't know that that Amazon sold the needles. Hey, Carol. One of the ladies in my private group, Carla, she sent me several messages telling me that Michael's had their evergreen bases on clearance after Christmas, but I don't live near Michael's. My nearest Michael's is almost an hour and a half away. So I never got over there to see if they had any. So I can always order from Sims. They usually have theirs pretty cheap. All right, let's get this last piece on here. This is a really pretty ribbon, guys. It's a sheer and it has glitter on the edge. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby a couple of weeks ago. It's a very pretty ribbon. Of course, I don't like to buy ribbon at Hobby Lobby too much because, number one, they don't have nothing on their spool. And it's usually only about 5 or 6 yards. And it's the same price as ribbon you would buy on Craft Outlet. So don't usually pick up a whole lot of ribbon from Hobby Lobby. All right, so let's get our zip tie on here. All right. You're going to need a piece of ribbon to cover up this zip tie. We're going to need a piece of wire. So this is just a small little petite bow that's going to go down on the bottom. Okay, we can't put anything really big down there because we don't have a whole lot of room. All right, let's get a ribbon to cover up this zip tie. I think I'm going to use the leopard print. That'll stand out. And then we still have our tubing and our little hearts. So we're going to do something with those. I need to turn my glue gun on. Let me cover up this ribbon first, this zip tie. And I need to turn my glue gun on because I'm going to need it. All right, let me do that really quick, guys. So this was my my Christmas present to myself. I bought me a cordless glue gun. All right, so let's do something with this bow, guys. So we'll take all of our ribbon tails and we'll put them at the top and the bottom. So you should have one of each ribbon at the top and the bottom. Okay, and we'll just spread out the other ones. Okay. They don't have to be in any particular order. Don't stress over that. All right. I think that the more that you try to make your bow look perfect, number one, it's going to give you a headache, and number two, the more you mess with it, the more you're not going to like it. All right, so let's fluff everything up. We'll just curl these tails. We'll open up our loops. I don't think anybody had anything left over, honestly. I think everybody except for me was kind of in the decorating mood this year. They wanted a little Christmas cheer, something to be happy about. And I think a lot of people just went out and decorated this year more than usual, I think. All right, so there's our cute little petite bow. All right, let's get the zip tie off of here and we'll get our bow on. And then the last thing we're going to do is get some of this Deco tubing and those other little hearts. And we'll use that instead of ribbon tails. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We might end up adding some ribbon tails. Okay, so we're going to put the bow down here underneath our sign, right? Which is why we couldn't make anything really, really big. We didn't have a whole lot of room to work with. Okay. Love the pics of you and your hubby you posted the other day. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, I'm married to a baby New Year. We didn't even get to celebrate, guys, because I had to work New Year's Eve and New Year's Day at night, so I was asleep all day long. So we'll probably do something next weekend for his birthday. And of course it's New Year's Day, so everything's closed. You can't, you know, go out to eat or anything like that. So we'll probably do something next weekend when we're both off. All right, so we got our bow on, guys. Let's add some of this Deco tubing, and we'll see what happens after we add that. We might end up adding maybe a few ribbon tails here and there also. I'm going to pull some of these ties out. Okay. All right, so we have some of these black and white buffalo check hearts. And Arla says they do have them at Hobby Lobby this year. I bought them last year, so I wasn't sure if they had them this year or not. Okay, so we're going to take some of this Deco tubing also. We're going to cut some pieces of this. And we'll put it in the tie. And then we'll add those hearts on top of that. How about that, guys? I haven't used Deco tubing in a hot minute. It's been a long time. I always forget I have it. I have this huge bag of Deco tubing upstairs. I probably have, whew, Lord, I couldn't even tell you. I got a lot. I have every color of the rainbow and then some. But yeah, all right. So let's cut about 25 inches. Okay, we're gonna make some little bows. All right, we'll just fold it in half and then fold it in half again. We'll make some cute little bows. All right, we'll stick these in the tie. All right, we'll do that on all of the existing open ties. And then we'll put some of those hearts on top of it. We'll see how that looks. I used to use Deco tubing a lot when I first started making wreaths, and then I just kind of went away from it. I think we all do that. We start off doing one thing and then we get distracted by doing something else, and then we forget we forget we even have a lot of stuff. All right, so I'm just cutting these about 25 inches a piece. I'm making a circle and then I'm folding it up again. Dropping everything on the floor over here. All right, we got another one down here. And I think we'll do one more right here on the top of that one sign. And I think that'll be it for our Deco tubing. If I can find the end. Here we go. And then we'll add some hearts on top of it. All right, we'll put one right here. Okay, I want to make sure I don't cover up my Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so we're going to need 5 little hearts. All right, so we're just going to take these, guys, and we're going to glue them on top of the ties, okay? Because the ties hold glue really, really well. So we'll do that. We're just going to take some glue, glue it on the back side like that. We're going to make us a little surface to glue it onto, and just stick it right on that tie. Okay. And we'll alternate back and forth the red and the black. Okay. Super cute. And we didn't even have to use ribbon tails on the top. All right. We'll put another one right here. And we're just flattening out that that twist tie, guys, and gluing it straight onto that tie. Those ties hold that glue really, really well. So you don't have to worry about anything falling off of here. All right, and last one right here. Wow, I am 100% shocked, guys, because, you know, it's been, I don't know, almost a month now since I've been live on my page. And dare I say, Facebook did not kick me off. Wow. All right, so I think we are done with our design. Look how cute that is. Okay, I'm going to pick up the camera, and I'll pick it up from the front, and I'll show you guys how this looks. All right. All right, there we go. I got my computer over here on the side. That's why I'm looking sideways. That came, oh my goodness, I dropped one. Where'd it go? I must have put too much glue. There we go. I had a big old glob of glue on there. I guess it wasn't dry yet. All right, there we go. Super, super cute. Look how pretty that is, guys. Loving it. And we have just that one heart down there on the bottom that says Happy Valentine's Day. But other than that, it's all just hearts and ribbons. Yay! The Quilted Hearts, they came from Hobby Lobby last year. So one of the ladies on here said earlier that she did see them at Hobby Lobby this year. So you should be able to pick some up this year, okay? I wasn't sure. I haven't personally looked for them, so I wasn't sure whether or not they had them in the store this year, but one of the ladies on here said that she did see them at her local Hobby Lobby, okay? So guys, that is it for our first design of 2021, and hopefully I can get back into a rhythm of coming on, you know, regularly, which I was trying to do at the end of the year last year, but everything just kept falling. So, you know, hopefully I can get into a rhythm. I am working days this week, so the next time I come on might be Thursday night after I get out of work. So, I am going to try to keep a rhythm going and, you know, get back into the groove of things. I've missed you guys. I missed you guys. It's just been crazy. So thanks, guys. Thank you. So if you are in my private group, we are going to go live in our private in the group in 15 minutes. So if you're in my private group, come back into the group in 15 minutes, and we're going to make us a cute little project. Okay. All right. So I love you guys. I will see you guys again in a few days. Fingers crossed. Hopefully nothing happens. But Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everybody had an amazing holiday. Mine sucked, but hopefully everybody else's was good. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend. I know it's only a few hours left in the weekend. Just try. Let's bring positivity into 2021. So everybody, let's have positive, good thoughts, and hopefully we can, slide into 2021 with a little bit of joy, a little bit of hopefulness, and things will start looking up. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye, everybody.